Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And today's topic is again an interesting scenario which we'll solve in two ways. First, we'll solve through the Power Query, and same I will give you a solution in the Power BI DAX as well. Okay. So the solution or the question is, suppose let's take you have a date. Okay. I want the number of working days in a month. Okay. So if you see, I have just a simple data of 3 days, like 2nd of January, 3rd of February, 4th of March, right? So I want the working days on the month of January and month of February and the month of March. And twist is, I need only the working days only. So I should not consider any weekend, which is my Saturday and Sunday. Okay. So this solution will work out in Power Query, and through Power Query, I will teach you how to create the function as well in Power Query so that you can invoke anytime if you want. And finally, we'll solve through the Power BI text. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, on whatever the date I have, I need a couple of columns first. Let's go to the add column, and I can go to the month here. I will say start of the month. I need the start of month for the each month, and I need and I need uh, click on that. I need end of the month also, so that I will get my start date and end date. I can say here. Okay. So this basically is nothing but my start date and end date. Okay. Let. So now based on that, we'll just count now. This is first February 1st, right? And 20th February. This is March, and this is my this one, right? So let's take it this as the number of working days we'll see. Okay. So for that, we will create a function. Okay. So what we will do, we'll right click on this new query and go to a blank query here. Okay, and directly I will rename the name, and the function name I'm saying days count. Okay, now I will go to the home tab, click on the advanced editor, and whatever the things I have right now, I'll just remove it. Okay, so I will create a function. How to create a function? We need to put a bracket and two parameters, because the number of working days in between start date and date, right? So I will take two parameters here. Okay, so I say start date. This is just a variable. Okay, start date as date, comma, end date as date. This is my function, and what is the output for this? It will be number. Okay, as number, and to make it as a functions, right, in Power Query, we need to put equals to, then one greater than sign. So this will make is a function here. Okay, fine. Okay, so this is the one. Then every the m function start with the let and end with the in. Okay, so not line in text, let. Okay, then let. Okay, so first I will say I want to calculate list of dates. So I should have a list of dates, right? So list of dates. Okay, so this is my first step. So I will create a list of dates. So the function would be, in this case, it will be list dot my dates. Okay, so this will take two parameters. Rather, I can say three parameters here. Okay, the first parameter would be here. It will be the start date, which is nothing but my this one, my start date. Okay, list of dates and start date, then comma, then I will say the next it will be the counter count, how many months or how many years you want to move it, right? So that is the 365 days or number of days, how much you want to move it. Then that's next parameter is that. So I will take end date. So sorry, end date minus my start date, start date. Okay, but since this will give you a what do you call a something kind of date values, right? So for that we need to convert it into the number. So the function would be, before to that, I'll say number dot form. Okay, number dot form. Then in between these two I need to calculate. Okay, number of dot form, and then start end date minus start date. Okay, and always consider when you are subtracting, it will not consider the starting and end date, so it should be always +1. Just do that. Okay, this is a logic we should do it. Okay, then comma, then the duration, how many duration I need to say. So I say duration, this is a function which will be 1 day. Okay, then 0 hours, 0 minutes, 0 second. Okay, this is the formula. All right, now we'll close this list updates, comma. Okay, uh, what happened here? Okay, list of date, its updates is fine, right? Variable, I don't know why this is giving me an error here. Anyway, okay, let's check it out after that. Okay, the next step would be, I will say we need to exclude the weekends here. Exclude, sorry, exclude weekends. This is the steps I am doing it here. Okay, so exclude weekends will be from whatever the list I have, right? From the list, I need to specify some columns. Okay, the function would be list dot select. Okay, list dot select, and inside that I need to put this list first parameter would be my this list. Okay, list updates, comma, then I will take uh, I will compare the day of week for each the whatever the iteration is coming for the each, I will calculate the day of week, and on that day I will say the start date will be the input, and the week will be started from Monday, and it will consider it will be less than 5, so that it will be excluded the weekend. Okay, so it will be each, for each for each uh, date dot day of week. Okay, day of week, I will say first it will take a parameter. So there's a first parameter is number of dates here, so I will take underscore, means I am giving the input from the whatever the things I have. Okay, then I will say day dot, my week started as day dot Monday, and after the day dot Monday I will say less than 5. Okay, this is my exclude of the weekends. Okay, all right. Now this is the one. Now the finally I will count it. Day count. Let's say count. So this is very simple. List dot count. List dot count, and inside that I'll put my exclude weekends. This is the steps. It will be get counted. Okay. So this is overall your function. Then finally in. Okay. Then we'll say in, and I will return this one. Okay, so error, let me see what is the error here, why this is not taking this. Oh, see, the late is right, it is on capital letter, so it should be always on a small letter. See, I have to box out. So the late starting, and this is the way. This code I will give it in the description, you can directly run it and try to understand this also. Now let's create this. So it will create a function like that. Okay, so now I will invoke this function inside my the main table. So how to invoke it? So there are a couple of ways. So either you can click on the invoke custom function and invoke it. Another best way is just create a custom column here. Okay, so to say a number of working days. Okay, excluding weekend. Okay, so I will call this function, which is my days count. Okay, I will take my start date month, comma, my end date month. These are the two parameters which a function I created right now. If I click on that, it will give me the number of days, which is number of working days excluding the weekends. Okay, so this is the one way you can write your custom function and you can invoke it to get the number of working days. Another way, which is quite interesting. Let me close and apply here. Okay. Then go to your calendar table here, whichever we just calculated the number of working days. Then try to create a new column again. This solution would be through the DAX now. So number of working days weekend exclude. I'm just changing the name. Okay. Weekend exclude. Okay. For this there is a function. Okay, which is called your network days. Very easy. Okay. Network days. It is actually released on July 2022. Recent one. Okay. So the network day, it will take your start of the month. Okay. Then comma end of the month, and what is the name? Yeah, and of my month. That's it. And the third parameter is weekend, and fourth parameter is holiday. Suppose you want to exclude some weekend, so you can provide that is optional. And suppose you have a holiday list separately, that also you want to exclude it, then you can give the holidays here. But if you are not giving anything and just enter it, it will give you the exact result. So this one we calculated through the Power Query, and this is we calculated through the DAX 2023-21 exactly match. So what does it mean? Just go to the Microsoft documentation for the network days here. Okay, so here you see the start date, end date, you understand. But if you say the weekend, the third parameter, right? If you are putting one, or you are not giving anything, since in this case we have not given anything on the third one, right? So it is omitted. One omitted means it will remove Saturday and Sunday. So obviously it will remove the weekends. Suppose you want to remove Sunday and Monday from your working days, you need to put two. Like that, there are some choices you have. Suppose you want to only exclude Saturday, exclude only Friday. So based on the parameters, we need to just give it. Okay. So here we need to just give it. This is optional parameter. Suppose two you've given. So what does it mean? Okay, so the two means your Sunday and Monday you're removing here. So something like that, we need to just play around on this one. The last part, the column is called the holiday. Suppose you have a holiday list in separate table. From there, the date you are getting it, right? That we want to exclude it. So the fourth parameter would be the holiday list. I am giving this for your practice. Put in the comments if you are not able to do it on the holiday something. Let me know. Otherwise, I will put in the my scenario to how to exclude the holidays on the next video. Okay, and hope you like this video. Do subscribe to this channel for more interesting contents like this. Thank you.